Studio Mappa went all out with that new Titan getting bloodied up by Zeke Yeager. Yo, what's good, Boyded Reviews? Back at it once again with Attack on Titan Final Season Part 1 Volume 2 of the Blu-ray disc, and today we're going to be checking out disc number 2 of the Volume 2 set. And the way Mappa / Pony Cannon sort of laid these discs out was a bit odd, because the first 5 episodes are on this one, then the last 3 it should be 4 and 4. But let's just get on with this Blu-ray comparison, and there is a lot, and because of the amount of differences in this episode, I had to split this video into 2 parts. So part 2 will come out sometime this week. And so far the first thing you notice is that Jean's trousers are different, Connie's completely redrawn, and also there's a blur on Hanji on the TV, but the Blu-ray they sort of removed all of that blur, so well done Mappa there. The way Eren and Mikasa are sort of positioned, they are like 2 feet taller in the Blu-ray version, and Eren appears a lot more clearer than in the Blu-ray than in the TV. His outlines are a lot sharper and more smoother. One thing I noticed with Armin in these shots is that his hair does appear way more yellow in the Blu-ray than it does in the TV version for some really odd reason. Look at Armin in the TV, and then check him out in the Blu-ray. There's a little bit more saturation on his hair, a little bit more, and the outlines are a lot more sharper and cleaner looking. But I think that's a compression issue there, because on the television it's a bit different. But Mikasa's face, if you look on the TV and on the Blu-ray, they sort of redrew her face. I kind of prefer the TV version. It looks a little bit more innocent and cute like, but I'm guessing they did it to be more consistent with her design. But here's a weird sort of change they did. Using the season 1 Wit Studio scenes, they actually retimed the scarf in the Blu-ray for some odd reason. Maybe Wit Studio changed that in their Blu-ray, so the Blu-ray of Mappa are sort of making it a bit more faithful to what Wit Studio had to change before. So well done Mappa there, he did a good job. Eren's face and mouth look a lot more different in this shot. They sort of lowered the positioning of his face in the Blu-ray. Bit odd there, but it is what it is. But a lot of these shots are more or less the same, but Mappa animated 1 extra frame of Armin gritting his teeth and showing his anger towards Eren for calling Mikasa a slave and him hating him. Look at that slow-mo right there. Plus there's probably 1 or 2 extra frames in that as well, so I'm happy Mappa did that. The outline on Gabby and Armin are completely removed, that sort of weird colourful hue around them. I'm happy they got rid of it. It looked a bit odd in the TV. But Mappa changed the plates around. Don't know why they did that. It doesn't really make too much of a difference, but I'm guessing it's to be consistent with the other shots, because in the other scenes the plates and dining sets all look very different, and they look more akin to what the Blu-ray had to offer. But Armin versus Eren is more or less the same. The only change that Mappa added or actually removed was the blood on Armin's mouth, Don't know why they did that. I'm guessing they felt really bad seeing their baby boy Armin getting beaten up by one Eren Yeager. So they were like, let's get rid of that blood. We don't want to see Armin in more pain, even though our boy can just regenerate in like a couple of minutes. Eren's head looks a little bit longer in the Blu-ray. I think it's the way his neck is sort of positioned. I think they sort of repositioned the way the shot was, so he appears a little bit more taller in the Blu-ray than the television version. And also they added a slow down pan on the Blu-ray compared to that television pan. I'm guessing it's just to show off that great MAPPA tree art right there, because MAPPA and their backgrounds, they always look fabulous, they always look glorious, and they've always got a lot of detail in. So MAPPA were like, the hard work needs to be shown off more. But Zeke's hair appears a little bit more yellow. It kind of had a more dirty yellow in the TV, but MAPPA upped the contrast on it, so it does appear a little bit more vibrant. Also, Levi's face, look at the TV and then look at the Blu-ray. They made his jawline a lot longer, looking more faithful to the Wit Studio days of Levi Ackerman. But the scene with Zeke sort of running away, the animation is more or less the same, there's no major difference. The way they sort of transformed the yellow hue is a little bit more vibrant in the Blu-ray. They really want to show off that color. Yeah, that difference was night and day. Did you see the way the lighting loads? Look at the TV and look at the Blu-ray. The Titans appear a lot more darker. The background lighting is so much bright and vibrant. They really want to make that shot look way more dramatic, and they just wanted to up the whole contrast of it, make it look a little bit colorful, because there's a lot of color in this scene as well. And as the people in Pixar's sort of room is sort of feeling the zap, the plate animation is completely different. It's way more shadowy. You see the break a lot more, and a little bit more animation on the liquid inside that plate. As Zeke is running from Levi Ackerman and the Titans, look at the smoke around Levi. And then look at the Blu-ray. Wow, the smoke is so much different. There's way more lighting in that shot. It's a lot more vibrant, and you see a lot more of the green moss over the trees. Plus there's some sort of like changes here and there. In fact, there's a lot of changes here and there, which is why I had to split this video into two parts. Look at the dust as the Pure Titan is confronting Levi Ackerman. And then look at this running scene of the Titan. I had to play it still frame by frame because it was a blink and you're missing moment. His robe appears a lot more shiny, there's a highlight on it, the dust appears a lot more visible in the Blu-ray, the Titan is sort of blurred out in the Blu-ray compared to the TV. They changed the color a little bit, and plus they sort of masked his Titan butt on the Blu-ray. The TV, there was just too much R-rated Titan action there, so they were like, we gotta think about the children, we gotta think of them. So they were like, let's just add that dust over there just so that viewers don't feel too offended by the Titan's nudity. But look at Levi as he's panning up. They added way more frames to him, so it's less stuttery compared to the TV version. So well done, MAPPA, adding more frames to scenes that needed to happen. I'm really thankful for that. Also, they changed the lighting shot of the wine scene. It looks a lot more vibrant and colourful in that one. As Levi's being chased by the hundreds and hundreds of Pure Titans surrounding him, they sort of resized him. They made Levi smaller. Why did MAPPA make Levi smaller? Well, they wanted to make this scene a lot more dramatic to show you how tiny Levi is. see the difference right there? There was a little bit more blood. The lighting was a lot more bright and vibrant as Levi's sort of whipping around like a Beyblade. And you see the difference right there as well. There's more pan in the Blu-ray and less shaky cam as well. Plus they also brighten Levi, making him a lot more in the focus. But the TV, look at the Levi's face, and in the Blu-ray they sort of darkened it, added more shadow, added a little lens flare here and there. Look at the way the Pure Titans are running. Look at the dust under their feet. There's more dust there. I guess they wanted to really emphasize that dust. Also, they changed the ball design on the Blu-ray compared to the TV. It's a lot more detailed and feels way more better, and it really fits the scene. The shot, look at that, adding more 3D animation to that ball compared to the TV, where it's a little bit more stuttery and just less dramatic. But this shot I had to completely slow down because it's blink and you'll miss it. It's more or less the lighting looking more different in that scene. And another shot I had to sort of slow down, but before that, look at Levi's face. There's more highlights to his eyes in the Blu-ray compared to that TV where his eyes look dead and dull. Look at the dust cloud on the TV versus the Blu-ray, way more realistic compared to that anime cartoony dust. I kind of prefer the realistic dust because the CGI looks realistic. Here is the scene I had to slow down, so yep, enjoy. Look at the frames of Levi as he's attacking the Pure Titans. There's way more highlights, there's way more blood, the highlights appear a lot more bright and vibrant. And there's actually a few more frames in there as Levi is just sort of circling the Titan. If you look at the TV, it appeared more stuttery, and they also changed the sort of lighting and shading of the Pure Titan, making it a little bit more bright and vibrant, very reminiscent of that with Studio Pure Titans back in season 1. Also the smoke as he's sort of flying towards the female Pure Titan, it's a lot different, and they sort of made a transparency effect on the Beyblade scene, looking really stellar. It really worked. It was less sort of sharp and kind of harsh compared to that TV version, and also the dust is a lot different in this scene as he's sort of circling towards Zeke Yeager. Zeke's hand was a lot darker in that shot. Look at that. Complete reanimation there. I don't know how Titans can just sort of twist and sort of stretch like that. But here's a slow-mo of his Zeke Yeager sort of falling down from the trees. Different animation of the dust and the wind. And yep, that look at his hand is darker in the Blu-ray, and even the Pure Titan's hair is different. The smoke's more realistic in the Blu-ray compared to that cartoony anime look. They completely added an extra twist to the Pure Titan's neck and gave it that extra gore and just blood and all that disgusting stuff. The blood also splats a lot more different, it's a lot more detailed. The shading and rendering on Zeke Yeager's Beast Titan is a little bit different. On his back, it's a lot darker, plus he added 2 trees, added a blur, and kind of covered that beautiful animation of the blood being splattered. Don't know why MAPPA did that, but it is what it is. MAPPA added a little highlight to Levi's left eye compared to the Blu-ray to TV version, and they also added a tree behind him. But there's a lot more epicness coming your way in part 2 of this, so stay tuned for that. Tell me in the comments down below what you guys thought of it. Did you like it? Did you hate it? Like, subscribe for more future anime reviews. Thanks for watching. BLU-RAY signing out.